Hi, I'm doing an interview with John. He's an executive with the oil and gas company. John, you've been with this company for 25 years and you kind of grew up from the ground up, huh? And some of the things that you've learned, like motivating your employees. Can you give me some kind of idea what you would use to motivate your employees?
Well, I use a little bit of praise the employee, and let him have a specific goal or something that he can achieve, that he can feel like he has some kind of accomplishment. And when I combine the two together, it usually keeps as long as they have a sense of accomplishment, that they're doing something right and they're being productive in doing it.
Right.
That I think that
I feel the same way as you, John. Most people try and strive for that praise and accomplishment, and that's what gives them that driving force for their working their task, productivity.
Yes, that's correct. I mean,
have you seen any different patterns of learning, to kind of different ways of learning in the workplace that would inspire more people?
That would the different patterns. I guess that's based on different personalities.
Yes.
And the different personalities, you learn that personality, or what this guy has, his personality, and you work with that personality. You don't work against it. And usually, working with it, they'll get more done for you instead of trying to
Butt heads.
butt heads.
Yeah. Okay, when you're talking about personality, I know a big culture clash, man. I mean, you got young kids and old people working together. Is there some kind of a diversity there that kind of clash with your trying to get one motivated to get the other motivated? Or is it just a button head kind of thing?
Well, we get them. You got to get them involved with what you're doing and make them. If it's a younger generation with the older generation, you want the older generation kind of showing them the ins and outs, and
that way they can learn what they've learned.
Right. It's so there'd be the common knowledge there.
Right.
With that common knowledge, the younger guy will feel more. He'll feel better about himself and the jobs that he's doing.
Kind of part of the company, kind of like, hey, I accomplished something. Has leadership been a rewarding or difficult experience for you?
It's been both.
Has it?
Yeah.
So there's kind of been ups and downs.
There's ups and downs,
Well, in the oil and gas industry, I can understand that because there are ups and downs in just the industry itself. So does your leadership skills and your leadership ability follow that organizational
The up
and
and
downs?
Yeah, I mean, you got to prepare yourself. And, when the ups are up and downs are down, and you got to keep everybody motivated.
Do you have any good or bad followers whom that you've supervised? Like, say you've got one bad apple in the bunch and you just don't know how to correct it.
Well, there's been times when there's bad apples in the bunch, and usually it's the ones that are the chronic complainers. The people that is really not a self-motivated person.
Now, speaking of self-motivated, what motivates you to motivate them?
Sense of accomplishment. If I get them motivated to do their job and they do it well, then that is an accomplishment of mine, for me.
Which in turn makes you feel good. So when they're accomplishing something, that's giving you kind of a reward.
Right.
Just this, so it's basically changing rewards. You giving them that good verbal communication of security, and they give you that good security of their productivity or their task completion.
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, good. Okay, now I know the oil and gas goes up and down. How is a good follower, a supervisor like you, take a follower and explain change to them? I know that's a big word because change is hard to do sometimes, and there ain't a whole lot of people that like change. But change can be good.
Well, everything's changing every day. You know? I mean, we have new regulations, we have new different tasks, we have safety concerns and stuff like that, and every day is a change, and you just kind of got to keep up with the change, the changing times, or you're just going to stagnate. You know, you won't.
Status quo.
Yeah, you won't move forward. You won't. You know, you'll just stay in one spot, and pretty soon you're just going to dry up. You know, and to get them to follow the change, you have to get them to buy into it.
John, we talked a little bit about vision. What is that vision for your company?
That's to supply a job for people that we can. You know, I mean, everybody needs to make a living. And you always hope that the people that are working for you can keep them working and have them prosper as you prosper.
So that's good. You got a kind of a balance, leadership style there, John. That's good to hear because that's one of the favorite things about leadership is having a good flexibility and balance in your leadership when you're, especially with young men and old men at the same, of the diversity of both characters. This has been a really great interview, and I've really enjoyed the time with you. Thank you, John, for letting me come in and have this interview with you. It's been a really great honor, and don't get to see executives very much. I mean, they're kind of stored away. but I know that when you're at work, all your people, you go out there and you mingle with your people. And thank you, and thanks for letting me do this interview with you. It's been a pleasure, John. Thank you.
Till next time.
Till next time.